And how did you and Tutulady meet?
How we met?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I spent time in the service, and then when I got out, they used to give us mustering out pay. When we got out from the service, we get it's like a bonus to get out, you know. And then if you sign up again, they give you a bigger
Yeah.
bonus. So altogether with the mustering out pay and my last pay, but you know, those days only small, I think. When I went in, I was getting only about $90 something a month, you know, with the, well, room and board, I guess, you know, because you don't pay for your food, you don't pay for the way you sleep, but you get small pay. Those days was only 90 something a month. So when I got out of service, I always wanted to come to California. I never been to California, never been to the mainland. So when I had my mustering out pay, I had $700 something altogether. So I figured, oh, $700, I can go maybe.
Yeah.
That thing was 90 something one way, you know.
Yeah.
So I caught the plane with my friend, Douglas Nakaahiki, Auntie Malia. You know Auntie Malia?
Uncle Joe's wife, yeah?
That's her cousin.
Oh.
And we were friends before Auntie Malia married Uncle Joe. You know, because we were friends already with Dougie when he came with his grandpa to the temple. And then he just came along because he lived with his grandpa. So he came along and so we would go up there and meet the island people and at the mission home. And then we took him go pick guava or ginger, mountain apples and stuff like that. So he was with us and he spent the time that the grandpa came and stayed. I think he stayed for 1 week. So he had a nice time with the Laia kids, yeah. So when he went home back to Kauai with his grandpa, he felt homesick for the kids at Laia. So, and since he was living with the auntie, I think, but he came with the grandpa. The grandpa was with the auntie too, but he told the auntie and the uncle, he like go to school, you know. So anyway, that's how he was homesick for the Laia kids, and he came to Laia and live with Grandma Christina, and he went. And then he went to Kahuku school. And Grandma Christina is like my second mom. I used to stay over there with the boy Georgie, the son, and Katie, the daughter, and Henrietta, the younger daughter. And so it's my second home. So. Then I got discharged and I came to town, to California. And then in California, I proposed to one of the girls, Holy Girl's girlfriend I was going. But she said, oh, she couldn't get married. She was too young. She was just out of high school. You know. And then the other one, I proposed. Oh, the other one was a Hawaiian. But I think her last name was Napoleon. She was adopted by Napoleon. Anyway, she had a family living in Manhattan Beach. And we always used to go over there, and when I went out, but she said she couldn't get married because she needed to help the family too, you know. Because the one who adopted her, the Napoleon, he was retired, the old man. He retired from Hawaii. I don't know if he was making too much, but I found out the real story. He was like either disfellowship or excommunicated or something. Because, you know, he believed in a kind of Hawaiian ways, yeah.
Yeah.
And he and the wife was temple goers, ordinary worker. But he used to stop at this lady's house when they come in or when they go in, and always, you know, talk with this lady, Domingo. I worked with Domingo's son at the State Hospital. And that Mrs. Domingo she was practicing kahuna, you know. And so they found out, or somebody reported, and I didn't know he was put out from either this fellow or excommunicated. So they will move in, but his wife, I don't think she believed. She was strong LDS member, and she was strong temple goer, and even up there she will. Well, the husband went to church, but she was stronger. So anyway, I proposed to two, and then I think after that, I moved from one place and I moved another place, stayed by myself, yeah.
Yeah.
Was working, cheap dishwasher and fry cook, you know, work my way up. Dishwasher to fry cook. And cheap pay, but it kept me going.
Yeah.
I could pay the rent was, the last apartment I had was $40 a month. Was there's like living room, two room apartment, living room, kitchen, and bathroom and toilet in between.
Yeah.
So I think I was paying, I think it was only $40 a month. And then my Chinese Hawaiian friend came from Hawaii and lived with me over there. And then, well, there was just about, I was planning to leave already, to come home to Hawaii. And, well, I had the idea of coming home. And then all of a sudden, one day, well, because, you know, two strikes, I figure, I'll do it. But anyway, I was praying and praying to the Lord, asked the Lord to find my mate, yeah. So when I one day, I think it was a Saturday, I felt the urge of coming home to Hawaii. So but still no more money, you know, just little enough to get along. So I walked from the apartment down the steps on the sidewalk to the closest public phone, and I call home. So I think my mom or somebody answered the phone, and then I said, I want to talk to my dad, yeah. So my dad came on the phone. And, you know, I never ask you for money at any time. Every time I ask my mom to ask you. Anyway, this time, I wanted to talk to him, so he came on the phone, so I told him, oh, we call him Pa, yeah? So, oh, Pa, I wanted to come home, but I never had money.
Yeah.
Can you make my ticket to come home? And he said, okay, he can make your ticket to come home. And so he made it that day, and actually I flew on the same day. I went back and packed stuff and caught a ride with my someone friend. He was visiting us that day. He came, that's our good someone friend in Laia, Mati. That's Mati's brother, Mataata. And he had a car, so I told him, oh, can you join me to the airport?
Yeah.
And that's when he knew was coming. But anyway, so drove to the airport, LA airport, got the plane and came home. And then, that was June 11th, I think, 11th. There was Kamehameha Day in Hawaii. But it fell on a weekday. But they celebrated on the weekend. On a Saturday, they had the parade and all of that. So, oh no. That was a Tuesday. Kamehameha Day fell on the weekday that day. So what was Tuesday? So I came home, and Tuesday, you know, even if Kamehameha Day, the MIA is still going, you know, church activities still going. So I let them know what the flight, everything. They came pick me up at the airport. My mom came with my brother John and my sister-in-law, who was married to my other brother Charles. He's the second oldest. John is the third oldest. So they all came because they came on my mom came with her own Cadillac. There was a taxi she was driving, and then she bought it after she stopped driving. Yeah? She bought the cab. And so they came on the Cadillac, picked me up, 1936 Cadillac, and we drove home. And then, being a Tuesday, I said, oh, I better go to MIA. So the MIA, I think, I remember it start 7:30, I think, in the evening. So I got really early and I went down and I went to the opening exercise and everything. We dismissed two classes. So my class was the Emin and Glina class, the young married age, you know. So find a room, I went sat down in the back row, because, you know, I was one of the first to reach there, so I took the back row. I had about 3 rows, I think. And the labor missionary lady was teaching. She was a Mrs. Johnson. They had about 3 Johnsons missionaries. Oh, anyway, one Johnson was teaching, I forget which one. So the class started, then maybe 10 minutes after the class started, these 3 young ladies walked in, and the first one I didn't know who she was, and then the second one was on Fatman. That's Viola Kelly. She's supposed to be family for the Poi Pois, because the grandma Well, that's her mother, I mean. Her mother, in the olden days when she was young, was adopted by the Pui, some Pui family. And that's why they were living with them when Tutulady was working at typist at the temple. And then Tutulady was the third one walking. And so when I seen her, I thought to myself, oh, she looked familiar. Just like I seen her before. And then I said in my mind, that's the person I'm gonna marry. And then there was June, July, August. Well, we saw each other in between, and I made my decision to be at all the church meetings, so I could see, grandmother. Anyway, so June 11, June, July, August. Well, we got kind of friends already, and then we went to picnics and stuff like that and whatnot. And there was some other guys wanted to go with her too, but I was there most of the time. So anyway, August we went steady for 2 weeks. And then one of the nights after the 2 weeks, I was visiting at the house in Laie. And only grandma was home. The boys, Uncle Eddie and Uncle Herbert, went to college function. They were going to the BYU Hawaii, Church College of Hawaii. So they were at the activities and grandma was at home. And then we were talking story and whatnot. And I told her, I think some friends from college too was over there. Then they visited and they went. Then it was only us two. So while we were talking, then this is the way I proposed to grandma. I said, oh, when we get married, do you want to go to Kauai for our honeymoon, And she said, yes. And then from there, we started to plan to get that. And we had already talked with my friends, like my family, second family, Grandma Christina's kids. They knew I was going, had my eye on grandma, so I was planning with them. Oh, when we get married, we're going to get, luau, and then we're going to dress Hawaiian style, like not holoku, but holomu'u, like short tail, not long tail gowns, and for the what you call maid of honor, and the other ones was in a line there.
Yeah.
And then the boys can dress Sunday best and stuff like that. And so anyway, so there was August, September, October. Oh, yeah, August Wednesday, and I proposed, but we got married on. We supposed to get married the following June. A lot of people get married in June, but then I moved it up to December. So we got married on December 20th. Wow. And we were one of the first ones that had the luau in the Hukilau building before they tore it down, because years after they tore it down,
Yeah.
And they tore it down because the hookah was finished already. Anyway, that's how we met. And then we went to the MIA activities and stuff. And then